gardens looking at trees for years and years. That year did take about 50 years to complete. I think that period felt special because there was a great upsurge of energy and consciousness. And because there was so much attention given to not just the Beatles, but to everything that was taking place, all the changes that were happening with fashion and with filmmakers and poets and painters and the whole thing. It was like a sort of mini renaissance. And so there was a lot of excitement on the street. There was a lot of people who were all trying to go on the same trip together, regardless of what they were doing. And I think there was a bond formed between a lot of people. A lot of the time was spent actually just trying to get sounds and trying to find sounds, invent them. Nowadays, it's pretty easy because, in fact, it's too easy. There's so many sounds available just by hitting a button. And all these machines that, because of some of those records in the 60s, they've invented machinery where you just switch it on and you instantly get an effect, which is something that we were trying to discover in those years. I picked up this Vivekananda book and he said, each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest that divinity. And then he says, do this through yoga, meditation, and through work, various things, and become free. He said, if there's a God, we must see him, and if there's a soul, we must perceive it, otherwise it's better not to believe. In Indian music, it's tied into the spiritual life, and so there's no way you can seriously get involved with the classical ragas of India without finding out what's behind it, and behind everything that has any depth, you'll find the yogis of the Himalayas. We were very aware of it, and I think we, in some of the lyrics in our songs, expressed those things, but our way of dealing with it was to try and be the counter culture to it, to try and wake as many people up to the fact that you don't have to do that, and that you can have a laugh and dress up silly, and that's what that period was all about. Get your hair long and, you know, grow a mustache and paint your house psychedelic, you know, and write some songs. It was all part of retaliation against the evil that was taking place and still is taking place.
Love is all you need.
Is love all you need?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I've got to give you a little quote on that, if you like. Where's that book? Love rules the court, the camp, the grove, the men below, and saints above. For love is heaven, and heaven is love. See? I certainly believe that, and I'm sticking to it. And I disagree with anybody who would say it was a lot of old cobblers, that it had no meaning and was poisonous, period. I think it was poisonous for people who weren't able to grow and accept that change was taking place.